Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okun. I'm here at live. I don't expect anybody to attend. What I tried to do yesterday was to schedule a live stream, which actually did not work. So now I'm impromptu trying to go live to set it up to test to see what went wrong, what went right, perhaps. By rule, if you go live together, which this is what the setting is, what happens then you invite at least one person, invited one individual, maybe he will come, maybe he will not. The likelihood is that nobody is going to attend. But if you happen to be around to see this live streaming, I'm going to try my best um, to stay around as much as possible. The picture of the video is not the best. It's not first class, but it is satisfactory. It's not bad. It could have been worse, but I'm happy generally with the appearance. I'm not sure if the sounding is not going to be there, if my voice is going to be heard. Thank you so much. It's the first live stream which I'm going to save, saving in the on the system. And so if you're around, if you're passing around, if you're passing by, do yourself a favor, pop in and talk to me so that I hear your viewpoints, such as when I schedule, such as when I invited somebody to attend, such as them attending or them not attending. It's a first live stream, so I'm learning everything more or less. So the first one scheduled yesterday for today at 5:30 didn't work at all. It just disappeared, and there was a kind of like activity, but it wasn't to my really satisfaction. I probably was working, but I probably messed it up myself, deleted everything. So the streaming will probably be scheduled or tomorrow for Friday. But I'm today going to do as much talking as I can, because that's what we do. What we do, we are in mind to talk about rules on YouTube channels. I've never spoken about rules on YouTube channel in one way or the other. But this is something I'm trying to talk now about. I will particularly talk about YouTube's community guidelines. Leave a comment below if tomorrow, perhaps later on, you bump into me to meet me. If you meet me, then leave a comment. I don't know how it's going to appear. But one way or the other thing, if you leave a comment somewhere, probably will see it. But more importantly, if somebody comes, because now it's showing 0, click like. And hopefully also subscribe to this YouTube channel. As always, I'm excited. Somebody promised earlier to attend a live stream, but I don't think they will attend this time around because I have deleted that link. That link is no longer there. So this is a brand new platform. This is a new space, a new problem. I don't know what to call it. It's a new facility. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to try to talk as much as I can about YouTube guidelines, because what I have discovered is that for YouTubers at least, but also for users, somebody using YouTube and a community of people from all over the world meet, mingle, greet, mingle, whatever you call it. YouTube is big. YouTube, if the statistic is correct in my memory, then every day there are millions, hundreds of millions of people actually using YouTube. So it's big, and if you are a YouTuber, especially if you're a YouTuber, but also if you just use YouTube, maybe you do research on YouTube channel, you look for one thing or another, you are classed as a user. And I'm particularly going to talk briefly about YouTube's community guidelines, because content creators and also sometimes business partners of YouTube or people who work for YouTube in one way or the other, or maybe producing videos for YouTube, or YouTube pay as in employment. I've been talking recently about employment. If you watch this live stream, which I am actually sitting alone talking alone here, if you watch this live stream, kindly also watch the rest of the video, which I've been talking about employment in the United Kingdom, about pay in the UK. And the YouTube also, if you're lucky or if you are unlucky, depending your approach, your mindset, your experience, then YouTube can also employ and pay. But we content creators like myself don't get paid necessarily, but we get some kind of royalties from our products. It can be video we have recorded, which if it is we are in the partnership program, if we are within the monetization scheme, then we get something called royalties, which is good. We can also get other form of financial income from YouTube in different ways, adverts and things like that. A lot of you know more than me, because my channel is so small. All the more reason why we struggle with the problem of visibility. Also, there maybe is also other underlying issues. And kindly let me know your thoughts and what you think might be of interest or not of interest about this channel. And we are a work in progress. Getting in contact with bigger and better YouTubers around the world. The ones I'm in contact with, the privilege, and the ones would be interested to, particularly to collaborate with. I don't know what collaboration is. Leave a comment below if you come across this live stream. Let me know what you think about collaboration. I think if as soon as the live stream stops, I'm not sure, but probably you will be able to leave comments still. But there's a possibility probably everything stops with live streaming, which I am now doing. I would say for maybe the second time, because the last time I did was really, I wouldn't say it was. It was today I was prepared to do the first live streaming, as in prepared to do it, but somehow it didn't work out. So I would say for technical reasons, because it appears that I might not be knowing how to operate. So, like I said, I was planning to talk about rules in YouTube. There are so many rules, which I've discovered. If you are a YouTuber, especially if you're a content creator, but also if you have broad interest on YouTube, you form something called YouTube's community. A YouTube community are the people using YouTube, which come from all over the world, which is exciting, because you're part of the global community, And my gratitude to YouTube as a system, and my concern with YouTube is the rule, but also is my gratitude that there are these rules, because if these rules are not there, then it's going to be total chaos in a space like this. Imagine a space like this where billions of people actually use every month, every year. There would be total havoc. But they are so strict. But for me, I think the rule is so strict, but the implementation is still in the early days, because my feeling, because the rules are so many, and if YouTube, in my opinion, leave a comment below. Let me know if you have a chance to leave a comment. I may do a main video on this matter, on this topic, because I would say that if you are a YouTuber, a content creator like me, and there are things you are not supposed to do on YouTube. I watch YouTube programs. There are so many things being done. YouTube allows it, which is good for now. But my prediction is that because they want to grow capacity, because you and I, especially users, are content creators and people who use our content, people who use YouTube for one reason in different ways, we are the ones who make YouTube relevant, because this is a social media. People come in, we spend time here, we buy things, we sell things. The organization do advertising in the space. So when they do things like that, it actually generates an economy within the system. And so we are important as people, as always with business, because YouTube is a commercial undertaking, which is a new concept of doing business. It's also a pointer to the future about technology, how it's going to change the way we work. And if you're a worker in one way or the other on YouTube, or you are a partner like us, I'm not yet a partner in the phone center, because you have to grow to a certain size to become a YouTube partner. So you partner with them to do whatever you want to do. If you have business, maybe you also can discuss, agree with YouTube to sell your product, goods and services using the platform. And also you can, but the most important thing, if you are a content creator, I would say that is because YouTube has the capacity to turn somebody, an ordinary person like me, and a content creator like yourself, or even somebody who may be doing one thing or another on the channel. It can, if you are a YouTuber, if you are a content creator in the first place like me, you can go from an ordinary person to somebody who is known worldwide. You become a brand yourself. That's my aim. Whether I make money from it or not, I don't know. Because see, if you are the brand, then you are the source of money, and you can find work somewhere. You can find work as a YouTuber somewhere because of your experience on the platform. Because this is a training ground in different ways. That's why I'm talking about the YouTube rules. Because if you look at the information, if you pay attention to try and look at the, like YouTube community guidelines, for example, YouTube policies, these are all different categories. Your responsibility to report if you see if you see content that that you think violates these guidelines. So if you are actually a user and you spot that somebody is flouting the rule, violating the YouTube rules, and if that is happening, then you are also guided to report the incident, and also this will support the system of enforcement within the YouTube. And you have the famous one, the copyright and rights management, how they manage copyright. Copyright is a major trap to a YouTuber if you use music, use content which you didn't create, and you don't have the right, and which is what the name suggests. You have to have right, because the copyright give rights to people who create things. They may create one thing or another, and they have the right, legal right to it, and nobody else is allowed to use their product or music, especially, and also other form of material, which sometimes people use without authorization, and also privacy, and also safety, and things like that. There are safety center, privacy and safety center, because if you are recording on the street, for example, if you are doing vlogging on the street, and you take pictures of people on the street or at an event or anywhere, or even in your home, even your family, sometimes even they are your kind of like kids. Sometimes you have to ask for their permission. But of course, if they are your children, if they are underage, maybe they are below 13, uh, maybe below 17, below 18, like that. Sometimes maybe you are responsible, but sometimes if they're already 16, perhaps you still may have to talk to them if they are interested. But if they're not interested, they will also let you know. So that is just the practicality is something we can work out. But the thing is that if you are caught violating any of these rules, you are given a warning, and also the warning stays on your channel, on your video, I think on your channel, perhaps also on your video. Yeah, the video is identified, the violating video and the time of violation, the nature of violation, which if all goes well, I will, going forward, I will be talking about these rules a bit more, especially talking about YouTube's community guidelines and also the copyright infringements. There are consequences, because they're the most, in my opinion, they're the most common, but also of importance are other policies. So I would say, if you are actually a regular user, like a content creator, it is really important for you to, and for your family, for your fans, also for your viewers, because if you are struck out, if you get into trouble, your fans will also get into trouble, in that they will look for you and you won't be there. If you are, because sometimes your channel can be struck out. It can also be terminated. Termination is really bad. Termination means you probably won't be on the YouTube ever again. Maybe after many years. I don't have the details. I didn't see it. But when you get a strike, that is also very bad, because you are going to be restricted for a week, for 2 weeks. If you are a repeat offender, it's even worse. But sometimes you commit an offense, YouTube doesn't. They may see it, or they may not even see that you have committed an offense. The offense will be on the video. You are posted, you don't know you have committed an offense. The video is there, because that's the major problem. Because the rules, as always, the rules are so complex, and there are many. They are really, really complicated to understand, also to comply with. And you can only, be on your best behavior. If you are not sure about something, if you are working on the platform, on YouTube, if you're not sure of something, don't do it altogether. This is what, because over the last few days, I've been going through the rules. I've been going through different rules elsewhere. And if you look at my content, I've been looking at rules on employment, on different things, on money. Going forward, I've been looking at different rules from different sources. And there is no guarantee that what I'm going to do is going to be compliant with what YouTube will be happy with, because that is exactly the problem. There is a maze of information. There is so many information, almost like a trap. That is the nature of the law. Therefore, you are faced with these rules of YouTube. If you can find, if you want to find it, go to help, and you can find a list of things, especially community YouTube guideline. I am particularly interested, but there are so many different rules and also contract service a service contract agreements and things like that. All these things, just get familiar with it. Today, I have not been able to operate YouTube because I didn't really do a study. I've not been able to operate a live stream because the reason I failed to operate a live streaming today because I didn't take time to learn how to do it. Information is in help somewhere. If you do take time and do a reading, if you are lucky or if I am lucky to find time and also make time to do a reading and also share this conversation, lead this conversation with you. And especially even if you're not a YouTuber, especially if you're not a YouTuber, of course, you also have to comply with the rules. You have to behave yourself. Sometimes if you're leaving comments, you can be removed from the platform as well. The rule affects content creators more because content creators invest a lot of time and effort, and sometimes their livelihood also invested in it. Especially if you are a big YouTuber, you are now being a partner on a partner program. Imagine if your channel is terminated, it's going to be a big loss. A lot of people now in different parts of the world depend on YouTube as the overall source of their livelihood. Because like these days, it's not easy to find work, especially in places like Africa, Asia, even in Jamaica, in America, in Europe. A lot of people now, because even if you don't really earn money directly from YouTube, you can use YouTube to promote yourself. If you're promoted, you can actually start a business and use YouTube to promote your business. If you're successful, you can also use YouTube to set up a website, and you use YouTube to direct people onto your website where people will go and buy products from there. And if your business is registered legitimately with the authorities, if you're in the United Kingdom, you are registered. If you're a private business, you will be registered with Company House, for example. And this information might also be on YouTube if you want to open a small business, or if you have capital where you to get capital out, to get capital, maybe borrow, maybe apply for grants from the government. You can use information from YouTube one way or the other, or you can go online because these are all internet based. They are information age kind of a platform economy, if you like, and YouTube is big, it's growing very fast, and it's so robust in one of the leading product and infrastructure and also industry, or actually a very major part of the global economy. So if you're a YouTuber, you have to be, if you're a content creator, you're associated with this platform, you have to really be proud. But pride and opportunities come with responsibility. You have rights also to actually look after your right. You have to take responsibility in many ways, and also therefore taking time to do a bit of reading about the rule is extremely essential if you are a content creator, because rules can be very brutal. And if you have money and you are a YouTuber or a user of YouTube, if you really depend, if you value the platform, if you benefit from it, even if you're not a content creator, even if you're not doing business on YouTube, if you benefit, if you have money, invest a lot of money on experts who know how to understand and interpret the rule. I don't know how you're going to do it, but they actually are there. Then if you have maybe material to post or something to do online, you ask them and you pay them, like lawyers, maybe lawyers who are specializing on social media and things like copyright, things like privacy, safety, intellectual property. All those issues can be tricky, and particularly if you are a content creator, if you're a YouTuber, it is extremely important because sometimes your livelihood for me, I'm not really being paid by YouTube because my channel is too small. But YouTube is teaching me to do many things. I learned from other YouTubers so many things I wouldn't have known. But still, also the information online. Yeah, I take time to really read, go through it. It teaches me so many valuable things. So YouTube is invaluable for me. It's so important, and also allows me to talk about issues I am interested in, things I value. And for me, the most important thing, the most is to understand the rules and guidelines. The guidelines I have to follow it because if not, I'm going to be removed. A lot of people are on warning. I am on warning with one of my videos as far back as September last year, but because I didn't realize, I didn't know I could add an option to take training. If you take training, the warning will be removed within three. It will expire within 3 months. So I only discovered yesterday. That's why I chose to talk about it today. I only discovered yesterday that I had a warning on my one of my videos. I'm not going to tell you the details about what the problem was, but there was a problem with my channel and with one video. Because you only need one video. Because I have so many videos, you only want one video to create a lot of problems for you. Because I had a warning on one video, and that is going to stay there forever. I didn't know that. I only took the test because I've got to do training, YouTube training. I on the rules on the community guidelines because I broke one of the community guidelines rules. Then I was given a warning. The next thing I'm going to get a strike if I commit the same offense, and I need to know the offense. Now I know the offense. I have to know what it means because I didn't even know what it means. I need to read the information to understand it so that when I see something, I know how to navigate around. And I see so many YouTubers now saying so many things. Potentially, so almost every content creator is breaking some rule somewhere, which potentially could actually lead to them being removed. And if you are removed completely for one reason or another, you are going to be in serious trouble because YouTube is extremely important. I mean, if you start working on YouTube, value it. If you're not valuing it, you will value it anyway because even if you're not making money, I don't make money, but I know the value. It's a platform which allows me, gives me opportunity. It actually is changing my life because I have. It makes me more responsible, and it also developed me as a person. It's like a professional and personal development platform, which is one way or the other is free. It is expensive in many ways. You need a good equipment, you need data, you need this, you need time, you need effort. You have to do a lot of reading, a lot of study. Like for my case, because I like talking you about specific things, and so for me, it is very challenging, but it's so valuable for me to be doing the kind of things I have been doing here. And if you have been listening to this, I am so happy that you listen this. Apparently nobody is still been speaking to now coming to 30 minutes, which is what I have done for going to 2 years in December, because I've been talking to myself mainly. So I am used to talking to myself, and there is an initial awkwardness when you talk to yourself expecting somebody to be there because I'm live and because my channel is small. That is an excuse, a good one, and nothing to be ashamed of. I just slightly disappointing, but I've been here long enough to handle this kind of situation. This is also important because you see, is everything you do on YouTube is a learning experience, and for me, been very challenging. So probably I will take time off the what I'm talking about going forward. Hopefully, I'm going to be talking more about YouTube guidelines, and if you are interested to talk about it, then that is okay. And if you are not, then I will see the best way to talk about it beyond these live streaming. And join me next time. I'm going to stop the live here. Normally, if you stop it, it actually, I don't know if it allows you to stop it. Yeah, I know now. I know how to stop it because sometimes, the whole thing is so new. So I've been trying to talk about the rules, but I've just given an overview, perhaps also going forward, hopefully, because I don't know the rules. I just looked at it, I just looked through it, and going forward, if I do a bit of reading, perhaps I will be going through it, and maybe I will be doing a video. I'm not promising anything. If you are in a position, if you watch this, because this is going to be safe on my system, and if you watch this, if you're interested in the rules, if you want me to talk about it, then leave a comment below on my channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Yeah. What are you taking for?